Hi everyone, this is Mod for Real Gaming, and I do electronics as far as phones, tablets, and repair on almost anything and everything. I would love to show you guys on how I remove the foam pads on the Beats Studio wireless headphones. They'll charge you about 75% markup on the cost of repair at Apple. You do not want to go to Apple and get charged almost the same amount you paid for a pair of headphones. I feel that is a complete ripoff. It's screwed up. You can go to Amazon and buy brand new pads, brand new ones, for easily 10 to 12 bucks. Maybe even 15 depending on your like. But personally, I have already had bought in tools a while ago. Like I said, I fix all kinds of electronics. I get into all types of different things. I know the video is going to be mainly about the headphones on this video, but I'm going to be doing more videos on cell phones, tablets, any type of electronics. I'm just good with my hands in general. So I hope you guys like the video. I'm going to go into it and show you guys how this all comes apart. Okay, let's get into it. All right, here, let's get our tools to do this. You can use pretty much a flat tool. You need something really flat. I've seen people try doing a butter knife. You can do it, but you have to be really, really careful because you go in too far, you will puncture the speaker in here, and it will just ruin it completely, and you'll have to get it repaired. I can fix that, but it's not fun for people that have no experience in doing this kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you what I need to do to get this to come off. It is adhesive glue that they have in the inside. When you look at the new one, you'll see here that they have this tape that goes around this side all the way around. And that covers majority of that tape right in here with that paper, and all you have to do is peel it off and then press it back on after you've replaced or actually removed these off. The reason I'm even doing these are because of the simple fact when you go to like the gym or you go running or anything like that, you tend to get wear and tear because the sweat and the material's not that great when they do these headphones. And I feel very disappointed in Apple or the creators of Beats. I just feel like they disappoint me on a lot of their build quality and stuff like that. So you're going to replace stuff like this probably frequently, but it just depends on your wear and tear. So try to keep it to a minimum if you're trying not to replace them. So, okay, let's get back to taking it apart. Okay, as far as trying to get it, you're going to try getting underneath the pad, and you're going to try prying up. And you're going to just keep pushing until you get it to pop up. Because under there is a plastic ring. All you have to do is just pry it up. It's really easy. You just have to be really careful on how you do it. You just don't want to break anything. You don't want to puncture anything when you're not being very careful. All it is just prying up this to get the pad to come off. Okay, so now you can see there's the speaker. All of that inside there. That's how that works. And then as far as right here, this is the adhesive glue that they use to hold this on. And you just got to make sure that you get the right side, because if you don't pay attention carefully, because there's a charge port on the bottom end right here, and you want to make sure that this, when you put the new one on, you have to make sure that that groove is lined up with that, and make sure to put pressure on it and make sure it's on there completely. Okay, let's take this, we'll put this aside. We'll go ahead and put that one aside, and then we will pull the next one off, and then we will get into how to replace and put the other one back on. Okay, but like I said, you have to be really careful on how you do this. I don't want anybody to make the mistake of trying to pry this and accidentally puncture the speaker. I would feel really, really bad for the person that does that. Me, I personally, if I make the mistake on my own things, I can say that I can just say, okay, no big deal, I'll let it go. But as far as you doing it and you end up breaking it, I'm going to say it's going to be a challenge for you. If you have no experience in soldering or anything like that, it's going to be hard. It's going to be really, really hard. So, okay, we've got all that done, and now really all we're doing here is pulling off the adhesive tape. This stuff just can get thrown in the trash. You don't really need it. It's just extra glue, and you don't really need it on there. When you go to put this on here, if you have any extra excess glue that you don't clean off of here, it's going to be really, really rough putting the headphone on there because of the fact that it's so clumpy. It's going to make it not sit properly. This stuff is very sticky. And you're probably wondering why I'm wearing gloves. If you're curious, it's because of the simple fact I don't really care about my hands being in the video per se. I'd rather it be mainly constructed about this. This is what the point is. And plus, having clean hands when you're working on something, it tends to make things a little easier. And when your hands are really dirty, because anyone in the field does things like these, tend to get dirt and, you know, stuff off of these things from somebody else. It's, you know, off their head or clothing, stuff like that, just dust in general. But me, I like to try to keep everything as clean as possible. That's why I have a towel down. So, okay, let's get back into this. I'm going to try making sure I got all the glue. Everything's good, but you see that everything is perfectly okay. Speaker didn't get damaged in the process. Everything's good. Now we are going to find the speaker pad, and we're going to make sure that everything is where it needs to be. So as soon as you get this one, obviously, going to make sure, because this is going to be the one that you're going to want to replace it with, because it's the one that has the groove. So there's a 3mm extra glue and tape it comes with if you need it. Personally, I don't, because it already has it on there. It's just in case if you make a mistake. But overall, it's really easy. It's very simple. You got to make sure that you can get the little paper off, which, you know, I can. Just peel it off. And then you just align it with the spot where the headphone is. And you make sure that you put that in there and line it up just right. And you make sure that it's in there right where it needs to be. You got to make sure that the holes match up, everything matches up. It's all on there properly. And you make sure that you press down and push everything in the way it needs to go in. Everything should be in there perfectly and lined up. Okay. Okay, there's that. Okay. There's the pad. Okay. There's one. Now there's one done. You have one replacement pad and it's already done. See? Real easy, real simple, not too difficult. Now I'm going to put the next one on and we'll see how that works out. Okay, then you take this one and you make sure you find the edge, okay? And make sure you peel that back. You just got to peel it back. That's all that is. Then, mainly you want to take this seam and make sure that the seam is just like the other one over here. The seam is right there, right where the charge port is. So you want to put it exactly the same way. So, okay. Let's go ahead and put that on there. And you got to make sure that you get it lined up just right. Because if you don't do it right, it won't sit there very correctly at all. So you just got to make sure that you line everything up exactly how it should be. And everything usually lines up pretty easy as far as the stick and the quality and stuff like that. If it doesn't stick on there right, you get this, where it's not on there properly, but that's okay because I didn't put any pressure on it yet. Once you put pressure on it and you've already set it down, more than likely it's going to get really tough. It tends to do that after a while. You just got to make sure that everything matches up seam-wise. Sorry about that. That is my dishwasher. Okay, let's make sure that the holes are lined up. Okay. That is right there, and it's lined up right there. And that one is there. So now that's on. Okay. And you just push down on that pad, make sure it's all lined up. You just got to be careful because when you go to line stuff up, it just tends to not want to sit the way it should. So now it's on there, everything's done. The headphones are complete. There's the brand new pads, everything's good. Those are brand new, clean, perfect, and everything's exactly the way it's supposed to be. And it costs 12 bucks for, you know, replacement pads. You're paying for a few dollars for something that they're going to charge you at Apple for probably, like I said, about 75%. I had at least 2 people tell me that, and I told them, I was like, wow, I would never in my right mind pay to have somebody repair something for me if I can do it myself for less. So now everybody knows exactly how hard it is to replace just the pads on headphones. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if anyone has any more questions, make sure to message me and let me know if you have any questions or any videos you would like to see. Anything as far as electronics, I can do PlayStation controllers. I do customization on controllers. I do all kinds of fun stuff. So, like I said, just message me and let me know what you would like to see next. All right, thank you. Have a nice day.